just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the LA Chargers. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Play action. It's Herbert. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week, as he sends this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Texans will take over. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. There he goes, left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 31 yards there and a first down.
But when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the 2nd level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the 2nd level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
And making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. A very solid gain of 27.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pierce. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession. Let's see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Running on first down, Eckler. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Here's a 2nd and 5. It's Eckler again, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. It's the fullback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Quickly out wide to Mechie. Shifts by him, and they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
He gets this one to Mechie. He'll get it inside the 20, and finally wrestled down at the 11.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start. Stroud. This is caught. Touchdown, Texans. John Mechie, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Once more, here's Eckler. Dancing away at the 35, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Chargers at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory. That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. This is a counter play. Eckler, and 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say put the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down. No problem there. They get the first by plenty on 4th and inches. On their own side of the field. Close to the 50, but their own side of the field. They only needed a couple of inches, and they were able to get it done.
And it doesn't matter whether you're a zone blocking team, a man blocking team, gap blocking, whatever you want to call it. When it's in this situation, it's really man on man, isn't it? Who's going to win the battle? And right there we saw it. At the point of attack, find enough yardage to pick up a first down. Give him credit.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play, they max protect.
Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He'll buy some time, and it'll be intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 54 yards rushing for him now to this point.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Play action. Here's Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Collins. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this one is right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now, 13-10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he's taken down. Back in his own 7.
I'm off the phone now. Let's go.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The Texans send the punter out, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Returnable here for Davis. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to have it here at their own 15. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Stroud now on 2nd down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. They're going across the field. He connects with Mechie. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 4th down. Stroud going to try to throw for it. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in
good defense
position. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Here's 2nd and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
On 3rd down.
Come on!
And
fuck out of here. You caught in the back.
They get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Justin Herbert looking to pass. On the screen, this is Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. After right down the middle, and it's now 17-14. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on second and long. Stroud. He's got him in. Complete. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will tie things at 17 all. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after
Good half, my guy.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Yo, you stupid, Dre.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Right back to him on first down. It was Sebastian Joseph who got him down defensively.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a 2nd and 6. On the bootleg, Stroud sliding out of the pocket. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one is designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
First down, Houston. What are you doing?
Back to the ground with Pierce. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the 2nd half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try and move that ball down the field for an answering score.
That's a fucking pick!
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. Up the middle with Eckler. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this will stay at a 7-point game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's brought down. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, here's Stroud. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. That is caught by Dell. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 30 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas on the line. But all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Texans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes.
Good shit!
It's in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Herbert off of play action. His throw incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. I guess we're at the point of the game where they do need to open up the playbook a little bit, start to take some chances down the field, but that one did not go as planned.
Yeah, these guys need something good to go their way, and they took an opportunity to take that shot there. But obviously that's not going to help. A tough play for them as they're trying to make their way back.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Play action. Stroud now. They'll roll him out right. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag.
Don't let him get away with that.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Stroud sets up the play action. Rolling to his left. That's caught again by Schultz. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Pierce is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
On the jump.
The second down throw now from Stroud. The pass finds Mechie in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. John Mechie with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Chargers 17.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. 23 yards, the final tally. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Play action. It's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And this offense on 3rd down today, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35.
Nice.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. Touchdown. Gerald Everett, 30 yards. downs. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and pull this one out.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
Stroud off the play fake. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And Stroud now to throw. Caught left side. Here's Dell. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
That's a catch, buddy. He slid them feet.
So the Chargers this will indeed remain a completed pass. They'll send a receiver in motion left. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep.
Do that making kittens?
Back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else.
Is this back weed giving me cancer?
2nd and 5. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be
that's mine.
discussed heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
From the 50, here's Herbert. And his throw here is incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Herbert. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Sheldon Rankins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers' 1st down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long.
They're giving you hope. Now throw me my pick.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw.
Told you, give me my fucking pick. Just got it to you.
Former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Texans are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now. And
there he goes, right side. Able to slither by. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air.
Yo!
Scoreboard CD. Some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 24.
We got this.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance. The passing game's off balance.
Goodbye, throw me another pick.
Taking advantage.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 0-0. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Texans, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles.